So today you can see behind me my pantry, and what I'd like to do and what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to organize. I've emptied out one shelf, and I have some, they're very nice and deep, but as you can see, what happens is I can only really see and get to what's in the front, and whatever's in the back is probably, who knows how old back there. So what I want to do is organize. I want to get some drawers that I can install and be able to pull out and see what's in there. I have a couple of different things that have inspired me. One is a book, I don't know, I'll go get it so I can show you what it is. I don't remember the name of it, but it's two women and they are really good at organizing, but also very funny. If you read the book, there's quite a few chuckles in there. But also, my latest Magnolia magazine, Joanna talks about taking the kitchen and taking everything out and organizing your kitchen as if you were just moving in and would have like the best possible, setup that for what you use and how you use it and all of that. So I'm gonna start small. I'm not gonna pull my whole kitchen apart. But what I am gonna do today is organize this pantry, and I will show you the book that has inspired me, and then I will show you what I have to organize it, because I'm gonna run out and go to Home Depot and pick up some of those drawers and install them, hopefully myself. Hopefully I don't screw things up, and get my pantry nice and organized. All right, so I have my pantry completely cleaned out. I haven't washed it down yet, but I'm obviously gonna wash it. These shelves can be changed from their heights. So I'm not going to worry too much about my height when I go and get my storage containers. I have my measurement of how deep the opening is and how wide it is, so I'll know how much room I have. But just to show you now, the book I'm reading, it says take everything out and group it together. Oh my God. I have everything out of my cabinets, and as you can see, I have how many jars of peanut butter do two people need? I have peanuts, multiple cans of peanuts, a million cans of soups. Actually, we had stocked up at the beginning of the pandemic, so there's stuff in here we will never eat. I mean, my husband was bringing those home. No comment about SpaghettiOs, and but there's like all these are like snack items. I mean, really, am I gonna make that much popcorn in one lifetime? I don't know. My baked goods, my some leftover candy from my outdoor movie night this summer, chips. Some are opened, some are probably been here and they're probably outdated but never been opened because they were in the back. I didn't even know they were there. All the different kind of snacks. How many boxes of Frosted Flakes were we gonna need? But you see, because you can't see them, you don't know you have them, and you just keep buying multiples. I've got 4 boxes of oatmeal. So I've got all this rice. Excuse me, I've got, does anybody need any tuna? I have all this pasta, opened boxes, half open boxes, half used boxes. So, I don't know what I have, obviously, when I'm at the grocery store and I'm buying more of what I don't need. And then I have all these empty containers. These are all empty. They were all at the bottom of my pantry, and I wasn't utilizing any of them. So it's good to do this before you go out and buy what you think you're gonna need, because now I can kind of group my items together as to what I need and what I use, and buy only what will make sense. I have all this leftover alcohol from parties and holidays, and probably limoncello that needs to be tossed because it doesn't last forever, protein powder, and 2 things that haven't even been opened. And so I don't know if they're still any good. I didn't toss anything. I'm just kind of going to go through everything and then toss what's outdated or what we'll never eat. It's quite a little project, and but I have made a good start. So right now I'm going to go to Home Depot, and actually Bed Bath & Beyond too, maybe, because I want to get some, if I don't find what I want at Home Depot, the project I could just tear this whole kitchen apart and go from top to bottom, but then I would probably burn out real quick and be like, I am not finishing this. I'm just going to throw everything back in. So I'm going to start small and just start with the pantry. For now, I am going to head out and get some hopefully drawers that will be easy enough to install in there. I don't know, we'll see. And then I'm gonna try to get this thing organized so that it will make sense and I can use the stuff I actually already have rather than buy duplicates. So I will let you know. I'll show you what I get when I come back. All right, so I just got back from Home Depot and I have purchased some pull-out drawers. So I'm going to show you what I got, and then I'm going to figure out how I want to line them up. So let me take this with me and I will show you exactly what I got. So these are the drawers. I got 3 of the smaller ones and 1 of the larger ones. The large one is, oh, there we go. It's 5.25 inches high by 13.5 wide by 20 inches deep. So that will be fine. And then the smaller one is 5.5 inches high, 11 inches wide, and 20 inches deep. Now it says that it's easy to install, so we shall see that. I'm going to install one of them. I'll show you how I install one of them. We'll take it out of the box and we'll figure it out. I'm going to put the larger one on the very bottom shelf. Just because I think, I don't know, that makes sense to me. So, yeah, here we go. I'm going to give it a shot. So I'm going to start with opening the big one and see what's involved with putting this in. It says it's easy, so we shall see. Screws. And all it is, it looks like I've got a little thing for it to slide on. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to look at the instructions obviously. So let's see what it says. It looks exactly the same on this side as it does on this side. So I guess it doesn't matter how I put it in. And then it says to put the 2 cross wires, I'm assuming these are the 2 cross wires, toward the back. And then you sort of put those inside. Alright, so that is the back. And it says 1 3/4 from the back. So all right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my drill. I think you can see that. I'm going to make sure that it's the same amount of space at the front of it to the back of it, and that shall tell me if it's straight. Yep, there we go. Now, without making if I'll be able to get the screw in without making a little hole first. Probably not, but what I like to do, so rather than drill holes, I like to just bang a nail in and start a hole. It just makes it easier to then screw it in. So I'm going to try it that way. My little non-carpenter life. So I just like bang the nail in and take it right out. I just realized. Okay. Let's take this out. And what fell? A shell. A pasta shell. Alright, now before I screw this in, I realize that I didn't clean it out, so I'm just gonna clean it out. Choo Choo just loves home projects. Okay, take this back. They both look the exact same thing. I'm coughing because I'm breathing in my Mrs. Myers. I'll put one of these in, and then I'll put all the rest in and then show you. You don't have to sit here and watch me do all this. Okay. My little Black & Decker. Kitty boy. Now, still there with me? Right, and then it says arrange baskets so bottom 2 cross wires are to the back. Angle baskets slightly as shown and guide back cross wire into front of frame into spot. I think it works. It's a little close to the door. I should have put it in the middle. However, it does work. See? And then I can put some things on the side. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet, but I'm going to put the rest of my drawers in and get them all in and start to organize my pantry. All right, so that took me, I would say, about a half an hour, no more than that. And I got the drawers into 4 of my shelves, the last one being down the bottom. I have 1 empty shelf, and then I have 1 empty shelf at the top. So I'm going to show you right now my inspiration, and I'm going to show you the book that has 2 actually that have got me started on this. So the first one that got me started is one of my faves, and you already know that I love Joanna Gaines. I love the Magnolia journal. This is the same Magnolia journal edition that I made the Dutch baby pancakes, and they were incredible. But she has one of the first articles in here is about, and this book is all about rhythms and, you know, different things about how we live, and it's really good. I just think it's insightful and helpful. And this one is about how our kitchens hold us together and everything in its purposeful place. And basically this article talks about, like I said in the beginning, getting your system in place so that your kitchen actually works for you. You know, we move into our homes and it's like you're unpacking boxes and everything just goes wherever it can fit. Sometimes you have people helping you move in and they're putting stuff away and nobody cares as long as it gets out of those boxes and put away. And then over the years, you just acclimate yourself to how you had unpacked, because who can just take it all out and then start all over again, right? So I thought, you know what, this is a great idea, but I didn't, the idea of tackling my whole kitchen, I mean, look what my kitchen looks like just taking my pantry stuff out. So so that was on my, you know, in my mind as to what I wanted to do. And then I found this book, The Home Edit. And this is by two women, and it's kind of cool how they met. I think there's a Netflix, well there's a Netflix series, and it's Clea Shearer and Joanna Teplin, and there they are on the back of their book. And they also give you, with this book, if you order the book, you get a few labels, and these are for the fridge. You know, it's got like condiments, fruit meals, protein, sweets, things like that, that you could put on clear containers. But what it has inspired me to do my pantry, and my pantry's not going to look like this, obviously, but it got me inspired to do something. This one is my favorite right here. This is really my dream pantry. So I'm not going to have that dream pantry, but I can certainly have a pantry that works for me. You know, and they have some ideas with these Lazy Susans and different clear containers that house some of your different things. So this is what got me inspired. I'm going to do it in accordance with my stuff and with what I have and the room that I have. So I got my drawers from Home Depot. I think they were about 25 bucks a piece. I think it was a little less than that. The bigger one might have been 30. I'll link everything below that I used. But I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and got a few other things. Some clear bins. So I got two of these that I figured I could put like packages, maybe even take my oatmeals out and put them all in here. We'll see. I got a Lazy Susan to maybe put the bottles on, or I don't know. We'll see what goes on there as I get going. Two clear containers to put, again, packets of things, maybe snacks. These can fit right on the side of my drawers or on the shelves that don't have drawers. We'll have to see what I have. And then the last thing I got was this step-up organizer for cans. And that will have to go up at the top. But at least now I'll be able to see what I have up there for cans. So you saw my inspiration, you saw all my stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw away everything that's expired, everything that's open, starting from fresh. I'm going to organize it, just put everything away, and show you the finished product. Okay, so I got everything finished. It's about 3:30, and I would say I got back from Home Depot. It must have been about 2 o'clock. So that's really not bad. I took everything out before I left the house, and I left the house at 12:30. So that was probably about a half an hour, and then half an hour to clear everything out of there, you know, from all the shelves. Why do I say that? And then to go shopping was about an hour and a half, close to 2 hours to get what I needed. And then an hour and a half, which isn't bad, to screw those drawers in and to organize everything. So I'm going to show you how I put everything back. I threw away everything that was out of date. And I'll tell you, when you don't check your pantry, when you have stuff like shoved way in the back, that protein powder, the ones that I hadn't even opened, had expired in 2019. So I was never going to use those. Some, the alcohol, you know, the booze bottles, I got to figure out a place to put those, and I got to store those downstairs or throw them away. I also have some Tupperware or some of those clear plastic containers that I didn't end up using that I'll have to put somewhere. So I'm going to show you how everything looks and how I'm using the drawers, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so way up at the top, I used that little Lazy Susan and that thing to stack the cans. So I have to use, I'll definitely have to use my step stool to get up there, but that's okay, because these are things that way in the back, I'm not going to be using those chunky Campbell soups very soon, because I bought those when I thought we wouldn't be able to go grocery shopping, and I was going to need, you know, everything and anything to cook meals. But so I've got things up here that if I need to use my beans or my chickpeas or my cannelli beans or my soups, then my broth is back there. These are little pumpkin seeds, and these are all my peanut stuff, my peanut butter, peanuts, you know, my flavored peanuts or my cashews, my walnuts for my pineapple sundaes, my peanut butter, my jars of peanuts. And so those are all up there. My back stock of Sweet Baby Ray barbecue sauce. And then we come down here to this shelf. The only Frosted Flakes I kept was the unopened box. So we have Frosted Flakes. Back there is the candy from the movie night that we may or may not use again, but I kept it. I have one cereal that was still good and full. This is my baking. So I have a couple of peach cobbler mixes, some chocolate chip cookies, some muffin mix, my cranberries that I put in my oatmeal in the morning. These are unopened marshmallows. I emptied out all those boxes of oatmeal and put them into this little clear container. So if I want my oatmeal in the morning, there it is. So now on this shelf, I had so many shells in unopened, little mini shells in unopened boxes, so I put them in that container. I mean, in half open boxes, I just put them in there. I've got my spaghetti now into a container, a couple of other little pastas. What I had left stores so much easier. I have rice and brown sugar back there. And then in this drawer, I have all of my you know, macaroni and cheese, rice dishes, pasta dishes, one of those instant potatoes, rice pilaf, my macaroni and cheese, an unopened box of fettuccine. And then in this next one, I have some stuffing that hasn't been opened, some croutons, my iced tea mix, a couple of snacky things that didn't fit down below. I have my container filled with tuna, and then the back stock is back there. So I'm not going to run out of tuna for a while. I also have chicken. And this jar of, I think that's the kind of rice for risotto, because I don't know why I have that in there, but that's okay. And then we come down here and I have some canned goods. So I just have my fruit and my veggies, my cranberry sauce. I have my pizza sauce back there, gravy, a pesto. I have an empty one, so you know I can start filling that up as time goes on. Those SpaghettiOs, oh my gosh, I hope I never need those, but I kept them. And then down on the bottom shelf is like snacks and chips. So this is the bigger one, and it holds, you know, all the chips and all my popcorn. And then I took all the crackers and cheese, or crackers and peanut butter, took them out of all the boxes and just put them into this little container. And then I have the unopened box of oats and honey granola bars, whatever they're called. So I still have room to add stuff here. Very, very happy with how this whole thing came out. It looks more like pantry. I know what I have in there now, and got all my boxes ready to go to the recycle place. And my kitchen doesn't look that bad. But anyway, yeah, I really like what happened here. And
if you could take a little time to stay in those places where you feel good, you know all the faces around here mean you know.